we're here.
Almost forgot to record this week, but it's fine.
True. We're not going to talk about it. We're not going to talk about how we're recording this the day before it comes out. Spoiler alert.
Literally the night of.
The night of, which will definitely be. We're gonna like low key dox ourselves later with one thing we talk about, but
It's fine. It's fine.
fine. So I don't know how to do this, so I'm just gonna straight up talk into it. So we thought for this episode, since it's coming out on the 30th, um, it's close enough to New Year's and it'll be the last episode of 2022 that we should talk about how this year went for both of us and then maybe do some like resolution type things, even though I haven't thought about it, but I'll think of it on the fly. Um,
Okay.
so yeah, how was your 2022? Or yeah, 2022.
I'm gonna be honest. Like, I don't remember the entire first half of the year at all.
Goal.
I know I went down and visited you guys.
Yeah,
And that's really all I remember.
that was in
I don't
January.
remember like I don't. Oh, was that in January?
Yeah,
Okay.
that was in January.
I don't remember like anything from the spring. I really just remember like the summer, and the summer was like hit or miss. Like it was a roller coaster. There were times where I was like, "Oh, this is a great summer," and then I was like, "This is a horrible summer, and I wish I was dead." like, and then I had school in the fall. It was my first semester back in school.
Period. Let's go.
I know, I did pretty well. I did not drop out. And after my last grade was put in this week, when they were due on the 12th,
What the
um,
hell?
yeah, I know. I'm now up to a 3.5 GPA.
Let's go. Big
So
dubs.
I know, I'm killing it, and it's about to drop this next semester just because I have a fucking math class, and I
Which math class?
suck. It's just like, it's college algebra with help from an aide. That's its exact name.
Damn.
I scored so low on the math placement test that I had to have an aide in the class. Like, it's literally a student tutor who's just like permanently there in the class to help students, because apparently the professors don't do shit in these math classes.
Well, I mean, if it
It's
makes
just
you
like an automated textbook that you have to do your work from, and you just turn it in and they grade it.
if it makes you feel any better, I haven't done a math class since I was a senior in high school, so like 2019. And if
So
you
you
were to
didn't have to
ask,
take math at all?
no, because when I was a freshman at, not gonna dox my college, when I was a freshman, um, they said that we could take like personal finance classes to like circumnavigate the math requirement. And I hated math and still do hate math, so I just decided, you know what, personal finance is probably more important. So I took uh I pretty much took the same exact personal finance class twice. I actually took the harder version first, which sucked, but luckily it was during when COVID happened, so we got taken to online and I was able to, you know, finagle my way through that because after the first exam I got like a D on it, so it was not going well.
Oh.
But you know,
Yeah.
we were able to do
I
that.
mean, I'm taking a math class. I think it's my other English credit that I have to get because, fun fact, none of my English credits transferred.
I mean, I didn't have any credits to transfer, so
So I was a little pissed. However, all my psych credits transferred, which makes zero sense. So I have like all my humanities stuff done for later. Um, yeah, I think it's math, English, and then not gonna dox my school. How it's set up is I do online learning and it's split in half. So in the first half of the semester, I do 2 classes, and then I have like 3 days off, and then I have to do the other 2 classes for the end of the semester. And the other 2 classes I think are graphic design history 2. Thank God I have the same professor that I had this semester. She actually likes me. And then I think it's graphic design principles 2, which I nearly failed, but I pulled it back in the last half of this previous semester. So
fucking fourth quarter comeback.
it was like literally I hadn't turned in like 4 pieces of homework that apparently were worth more than everything else in the class. And it was It was so hard because it was like taking pictures of handmade shapes, and I was like, how is this graphic design? How does this matter? I had to cut out and measure a square that had another square in the middle of it, and then I had to do lighting so that it looked like one square was black and the other one was white, and I was like, how the fuck am I supposed to do this in the span of, I did it in 4 hours. But I still got that dub. I still passed, so that's all that matters.
Yeah, that's all that matters. C's get degrees, even though, I like. Do you care about like? I mean, obviously, like you want to like pass, but like, do you care like what you get on college stuff as long as you pass?
No. I
Oh,
mean, especially for, like, my major, like, no one cares. It's not like I'm going to go into a graphic firm and they're going to look at my college stuff and be like, oh, you really passed with, like, only C's. I got the degree. That's all that matters.
I don't know. Like I'm still like, I mean, I'm a senior in college now, so I mean, I guess it's a bit too late, but like, I'm still like in the thing where uh I like get not like upset, but like I like feel like shit if I get something like if I get like a bad grade on something. Like even if I'm passing, I still just feel like shit. And like just for
I'm
reference,
not,
like
like, scared of getting bad grades.
a bad grade for me though is like a C. Like that makes me like I'm like ooh
Really?
yeah.
See, once I got to college, I was just kind of like, because I was like that way for almost my entire life, where even if I got a B, I'd get like genuinely upset. But by the time I got to high school, it kind of diminished.
Mhm.
And I never got C's or anything like that in high school. But like I still just like didn't give a fuck if I got like a B minus. I'd be like, oh cool, whatever. But by the time I got to high school, or not high school, college, I didn't care if I got C's. As long as I passed, that's all that mattered to me. And it's still the case now. Granted, obviously, I have a 3.5, so like I'm doing fine.
Yeah, doing above
Doing,
average.
doing pretty well, actually. But I mean, I don't get upset if I get a C. As long as I pass something and I don't fail anything, then I'm fine. Like I don't care.
You know,
But it makes me feel better when I get A's. Like
yeah, I mean, obviously, yeah. I've only ever gotten 2 C's though, so I mean, one was in high school and I got one in college.
The thing is now is like for a graphic design major, you get critiqued, and then you also get, it's a lot more comment orientated, so like your professor always comments on everything.
I don't
and
read
it's
that
like,
shit.
I know, I get so scared every time they like say, oh, there's a submission comment from your professor, and I was like,
The only time I've ever read, no, actually, I should read the submission comments because like I mostly like write papers and stuff, and obviously like it's trying to be constructive, but like I only I've only ever read the comments like once, and that was because one of my final papers for this last semester, we were able to like take an older paper that we wrote and like advance it, like do it over essentially again, or like continue it. And she said that we had to like obviously take her critiques, like she had to visibly see her critiques from the comments. It's like I had to read like her paragraph long like critique, which I mean like it wasn't anything bad. Like most of the paragraph was her saying like how good I did, but then she dropped me with that 89. I was like, okay. Hey, like she at least spent like the first 2 sentences of the paragraph being like, Austin, this is a very timely and important piece, and then she's like 89. I'm like, okay, like come on, man.
my graphic design history teacher, she's kind of like, she's really communicative. She's probably the best professor that I've had so far. And I find it funny because I have online classes, so like I've never even like met her or anything like that. It's all asynchronous. But this bitch like will send out emails and everything. But she grades hard. Like she will straight up roast you in the comments and be like, you didn't do this shit, so you lost points. Do it next time or your grade's gonna get worse. And it's like, oh, okay. Like I started off, it's out of 5 points was like our main project.
Mm-hmm.
And I started off with a 3.75. And I was like, oh, that's like not terrible. But she was like roasting the fuck out of me in the comments. So I was like, holy shit. Next time I think I got a 4 and then eventually I got 5s. And my work, guess what she said in her last comment? Hey, can you email me your work? I'm going to use it as an example for next semester. I was like, let's go! But I don't know. some teachers, I'm genuinely surprised because when I was originally going to college, my teachers weren't like really heavy graders, but these online class people, they like, holy shit, they really roast the fuck out of you in the comments. They're like, this paper, not good. You need to redo it. And I'll just sit there like, oh, okay, I'm on it then.
Yeah, I haven't. I mean, I've taken some online classes, but I haven't taken like enough to really see the difference because most of my classes are in person.
Part of me wishes I was still like in person, like I went to actual college, but meh,
You'll live.
meh. I mean, I think I like this more just because I'm one of those people that would wake up in the morning and be like, I don't feel like going to class today, and just like not
Oh,
go.
it's so bad. Once you like allow yourself to do it once, it's just straight downhill. Like, I'll start the semester and be like, we're gonna go to every class, we're gonna do all this stuff, and then like the first day, or not like the first day, but like the first time I wake up in the morning and like I didn't get like the best night's sleep or whatever, and I'm like, I'll just skip it. You end up skipping so many. Like you'll find
Yeah.
like the littlest excuses to be like, no, like not
I
today.
don't feel like it today.
I did that so much last semester.
But besides school, nothing else has like particularly happened for the end of the year. So yeah, that's my 2022. How was yours?
Um, it's sort of like the latter half was definitely like better. Like I was thinking about it because like we said we were gonna talk about it, and like it's like a mixture of like, well, not really like a mixture, but like the beginning of the year like was not looking too hot because I mean I'm pretty sure I told you like I had like three family members die in the first 3 months of the year.
Mm.
Like we lost both my great grandmothers, which I mean like it's great that I was able, like I'm 21, almost 22, and was able to know my great grandmothers for that long. But like one of them died in
It's still
January.
like
Yeah, it's still like it's just like I'm thankful I was able to know them. It's sad they died and all that stuff, but it's just like you lose one in January, and I'm like, damn, like that kind of sucks. And then you turn around in February and we lose the other one, and I'm like, Jesus Christ. And then we turn around in March and we lose someone else in my family, and I'm just like, damn. Like, can we like chill the fuck out? It's been
just back
three
to
months.
back.
Like it's literally been 3 months, and it's just bam, bam, bam. And like, luckily, no one else is in my family has died since then. You know, thank God. But like, I was like, when that stuff was happening, I was like, 2022 is going to absolutely suck. But like, since then, it's been pretty. I wouldn't say like it's like an outstanding year or anything. Like, nothing really like stood out. I mean, I went on like a couple of dates this year. Like, that's about like
Yeah.
really that all stood out. Like, I'm pretty sure like yeah, like I went on like a couple of dates in the first few months of the semester, the year, trying to like get myself out there, like all that stuff. School was pretty much the same, like nothing, because I mean I'm just winding down now, because I mean I'm just finishing stuff up. There was no real like exciting thing.
I'm just gonna say your next semester is your
Yeah, my
last
next one
semester,
I'm
right?
done. So like I'm just kind of like wrapping stuff up. Like I don't have to take a public speaking class, but like we have these like thing called pathways where and like there's a pathway that's essentially like a public speaking pathway, and I have to take that one. You're supposed to like have done it your freshman year, but I was like, no. Like, so I
No.
pretty much waited till my senior year to get it out of the way. Um, and I mean like yeah, we're gonna talk about like New Year's resolutions. I had like four for this year and only did one, and
Oh, I was gonna say.
I didn't even really do the one. Like I technically did it. Well, not really. I like sort of kind of. I'm trying to find it. Where did I put it? Oh, it's in our Discord channel.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
because
in the
I know I had um
It was get all
it was
A's,
get all A's, which did not happen either semester. Because
get back to 175.
yeah, it was get all A's, get back to 175 pounds, which when I made that New Year's resolution, I was literally 174 pounds, uh, and did not get to the 175. Um, it was read a book that I wasn't required to because like with my major, I read all the time, but like it's never like I'm not a big fan of reading, but like it's important. And so like I've been trying to like push myself to read something that's not required. So I made it a New Year's resolution to like, okay, I should read a book that's not required, just to read something. And I just never had time because I read all the time. And what I was that's the New Year's resolution where I'm like copping out essentially. Like I completed it, but not really because I read a 400-page book on the history of China, but it was required. But I'm counting
Okay.
it. Like I don't care. I'll
Okay.
I don't care. I'm counting it. That was 400 pages of Chinese history. I don't care.
Fair enough.
Um, I don't know what the other one was. There was one more, I think. Um, I don't know what it was. I can't find it, but yeah, that's the only one that I like sort of completed.
Mm.
Yeah, but I mean, trying to think what else happened and like nothing. 2022 was just kind of, it was here. Let's hope better for 2023. Hope we could start out better. Please, no one else die. Like,
I was gonna say, I mean, for my New Year's resolutions this year, I got technically all of them because I won. My first one was to get to 110 pounds. I don't know how much I weigh at the moment. I don't have like a weight
a scale.
in my house. Yeah, a scale. I don't have one in my house. I just get weighed at like doctor's appointments, and I haven't had one in like 2 months, so I have no clue. The one that I genuinely thought I would not get, and I said damn near impossible, was to get a girlfriend.
True.
And somehow that happened. Make at least 2 new videos. I did. I think I made 3 this year. Maybe not die of cancer. I'm still not dead of cancer yet. Still have the tumor because I am not big enough to get rid of it.
I was like,
But
you
it's
just
fine.
drop that bombshell. We'll talk about that eventually.
We'll talk about it in a moment.
Just drop that bombshell. We're just gonna skip over that.
The other one was don't drop out of school again. Obviously did not. And then go for a 3.5 GPA, and I did that.
Which you did. So you cross. Yeah, like I found the New Year's resolution channel. So cross that shit off. So you only missed one.
I only missed one. As far as I know, I don't even know if I missed that one. Probably did. Let's be fair. It's something I don't really talk about very much, obviously, because nothing's like happened, if that makes sense. Like
Yeah.
Nothing has particularly happened on that front. I don't even go to like appointments anymore because nothing has happened at all. It hasn't gotten bigger. It hasn't seemingly become like bad or anything like that. It hasn't spread to any other part. It's just Jay chillin' in my ovary.
Yeah, I mean, there's no reason for them to touch it if it's not doing anything.
I was gonna say, like, for people that don't know, like, to get like your ovaries removed or to have a hysterectomy, it's not as invasive anymore, thank God. But even then, like, I'm too small for them to really do it, and because it's not cancerous and it's benign, they don't see a point in just like going through a whole ass surgery to remove something that's not even technically bothering me.
Mm-hmm.
They're more worried because I have a whole bunch of cysts on my ovaries that they think that can turn into like tumors, which is really the only reason they would continue monitoring me. But it's not like I have to go every 2 months anymore to sit there and just basically have an exam and an ultrasound to see what's going on.
Did I tell you I had I'm pretty sure I told you. I had like a mole removed when I was little because they thought it was cancer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had 2. I had one like right after I was born. They found one on my back that they thought was cancer. They got that one, and then I don't remember how old I was. I was definitely like double digit age, so above 10. There was one I'd had on my stomach forever, and it had like slowly grown over time, like nothing quick, but it had slowly grown, and they were just like, it could be cancer, so we'll just kind of snip snip.
Yeah. Yeah, otherwise, I mean, I'm fine. Like, I'm not dying of cancer, so Yeah, I don't know. Those were my resolutions, so I got them all down except one.
I went 1 for 3. You know.
1 for 3. It's fine. It's fine. What about? Do you have? What are your New Year's resolutions?
I mean, shit. Honestly, I might as well just keep the same ones. And just go again.
Just do the same ones again.
I definitely want to do. I definitely want to do like. Oh, I totally forgot. Okay, back up, backtrack. 2022. Definitely the year of the grind. The gym grind has been immense. Uh, I I've been going to the gym like since I was a freshman, but but before my senior year, it was like on and off. Like it wasn't anything like committed. It was just like I go occasionally, but like especially my senior, like the latter, not the latter half, like the latter half of my junior year into my senior year, so like 2021 into 2022, I've been grinding this shit, like, and like you can definitely like see changes, and like I know stuff like this takes a while, so like I'm not like down on myself or anything, but it's been a grind,
Mm-hmm.
and I heavily enjoy it, and I like definitely like endorse the idea of people going to the gym. Like if especially like, cause the gym not only helps with like physical health, it's like mental health as well. And for me, like personally, like I'm very competitive, and I've been able to like turn it into like a self competition essentially. And so like it kind of just like covers everything. It like gets out like the competitiveness. Like I can like compete with myself and get that urge out of the way. I like make myself better physically by doing it, and then mentally as well. Because I mean, you've worked out before, and like you can probably feel it sometimes. Like you just feel better all around after it.
Yeah, I was gonna say I didn't. I have really only started recently going to the gym because I'm one of those people that was like afraid of going to the gym.
I mean, that's
Because
100% understandable. I was the same way.
I don't. Yeah, I don't necessarily like being around people, but like the gym that I go to is a Planet Fitness, and
Hmm.
you see like people in all types of different journeys. Like you have like the lunks that are just like doing free weights to just like become absolutely swole out of their fucking mind. You have old people that are there to just do cardio. You have people just like casually working out, which is me. But I definitely feel better. I mean, I do it so that it keeps me from taking a nap every day. Instead, just like go to the gym real quick, kind of get pumped up, and then feel a little better, and then continue on with my day. But I feel better because I have pretty severe depression, and it keeps me from just like slogging around my place. And I don't know. It's nice to just get out, do something active, and then continue on with your day and find stuff to do. I, I don't know. It's just nice. I endorse it. I mean, you can find like a gym membership pretty cheap too. Like Planet Fitness is like $10 a month. So, oh, I endorse it too.
Like, because what I was going with is like I was gonna say that with my New Year's New Year's resolutions, um, they're probably mostly because I mean I'm almost done with school. Like if I don't get all A's this semester, I'll live. Like I'll be okay. They'll probably all be like gym related. Like I definitely still want to get to 175. I have no clue how much I weigh right now. I know it's close to that because I weighed myself like not too long ago.
Mm.
But it'll definitely like all be probably like that related. Like like getting a new squat max, getting a new deadlift, getting a new whatever. I just don't know exactly what they are. Um, what else? What else do I wanna? I really should have wrote this down before we started.
I mean, like I want to like actually. The issue with me is I'm very small and I don't have body fat. It's mainly just like there's barely any muscle either. So I would like to continue going to the gym at least like I want to say like 3 or 4 times a week to try to like somewhat gain muscle definition and also increase my eating habits. So that's part of my resolution, I would say.
That is eating is so hard.
I, from two people that like have eating disorders, eating is hard.
like, not like I just said like 9 times. I apologize. even trying, like when you're trying, because like people don't talk about how much you
Bulking
have
is
to eat to
hard.
like gain weight. Yeah, like you have to eat. I know at the beginning of the year when I did the whole like I want to get to 175 pounds, um, I downloaded this app that basically like it took your like body dimensions and it tracked like basically it took your body dimensions and then you told it where you wanted to go, like weight wise, and it told you how many calories you had to eat per day. And mine was something like three almost like 4,000, and I was doing it for a little bit, but then there was just one day where like I had eaten so much, and then I checked my phone to see how much I have to go, and it was like you have 1,200 to go, and I was like, ain't no way. I was like, I cannot eat 1,200 more. I was like, I'm about to blow up. Like my body's about to explode if I consume one more thing of food. So I don't track anything. Like I definitely don't like eat the healthiest I should. I definitely have gotten better, and that I could probably add that to my like resolutions list is like to eat better. Because I mean I'm extremely picky. I'm getting better. I've tried a lot of new foods this year just trying to like expand my palate because I'm tired of being made fun of for eating chicken tenders. But um, it's just especially when you're like super picky, it's hard trying to shove food down your throat to gain weight, and it's like especially like yeah, if you have like an eating disorder or like a body, you know, disorder,
Dysmorphia an issue, yeah.
you not only feel like shit physically because you're shoving food down your throat, but then like your mind is like, oh wow, fat, 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 and like you just feel terrible mentally, and it's hard.
Yeah, for my eating disorder, I have ARFID, which is avoidant restrictive food intake disorder. There's different versions of it, and I have what is it? Is it avoidant? No, it's restrictive. I have restrictive version of it, and it's not necessarily that I'm like restricting my eating. It's literally my brain is hardwired to the point where I can forget to eat.
Hmm.
And I still have like hunger pangs like everyone else, but like my body has been hardwired to even where I have hunger pangs that I can just be like, no, I'm good. And I mean, like a lot of people have this issue where you'll be hungry and they'll be like, I'll just go to sleep and I won't be hungry anymore. Like that's like a huge thing that I have where I'll just be like, I'm starving, but I don't feel like making anything. I'm just going to take a nap. But I've been getting a lot better with it. A big thing with me is since I have motivation issues due to like my bipolar and depression, a lot of times I just stick with like fast food, which is not great. But because of my body size and my like, I don't have any body fat. It doesn't particularly matter that I'm eating unhealthy.
Hmm.
But now I have like a meal prep thing where like it's already made and I just have to put it in like this oven and it warms it up and then my dinner is ready to go. So that's really nice and it makes it so much easier on me to be able to eat 3 meals a day. Because originally I was really only eating like maybe 1.5 and sometimes 2 meals a day. And I just have like snacks the entire day, but those don't help you unless you're eating 3 meals a day. Like snacks don't count as a meal. They are filler between meals. And if you're not having meals themselves, they don't mean anything to your overall health. So,
I was definitely like I'm at my parents right now because I'm on break for or on winter break for college. But like when so while I'm here, I'm not like eating the same as I was. But um when I'm at my apartment, I'm like not like forcing myself to eat 3 meals a day because I'm hungry because I've kind of gotten adjusted to it. But like I eat 3 meals a day and all that stuff. But I before getting to that, I was a breakfast skipper. Like I'm not a huge fan of
oh
breakfast.
yeah.
Like when I wake up in the morning, I'm not really hungry, and most of the time, I like find myself having to like have like a mini conversation with myself, like okay, like we should eat something.
Yeah, no, for me, breakfast, I get up really early in the morning. I get up at like 3:30 in the morning to go to work every day. So I don't necessarily have time to make breakfast at home. So a lot of times I will quote unquote have breakfast at work, and it's like maybe a breakfast sandwich, and that's really about it. Like, I like breakfast food, but I just
I mean,
don't
yeah, like, don't get
necessarily
me
have the
wrong.
time.
I like breakfast food. Like, give me like
Give
eggs.
me
I
eggs.
can run through eggs. Jesus Christ. Like, I told you the one story about how I accidentally ordered, what was it, 8 eggs on accident, and like ate it like it was nothing, and I was like, "Ooh, yum!" Like,
Eggs.
no, like I love breakfast food. It's just like in the morning, I'm just like not. It's not it.
Yeah.
Like I have to like wait a little bit. Like I can't wake up and be like food. No, it's just I gotta to wake up and do something and have that mini conversation. Like, okay, we need to eat now.
Okay. So you're eating healthier is
I thought,
your resolution.
well, I thought of another one while, like before we got into that conversation. I need to get. This is gonna sound like not like weird off jump. I need to get a job, and what I mean by that,
Like an actual big
like an
boy
actual
job.
big boy job. I do work. I have a part time job while I'm in school, but yeah, I graduate next semester, so I'll graduate in the very beginning, not the very beginning, but I'll graduate in the beginning half of 2023. And if I end 2023 without a job, I'm gonna be very upset.
I'm sure you'll get one. Like, I don't
I
know.
mean,
You have a very specialized degree.
I'm not, I'm not too worried about it, but everyone does like the, like what if conversations, like like you're just like, oh, what if I don't get a job? So I'm not too stressed about it, but that's definitely one of them. So gym gains, eat somewhat healthier, eat less like shit, and get a job. Bam.
Okay. Hmm.
All right, what were you saying?
Let's restart it real quick. My New Year's resolutions. So keep or have a 3.0 GPA, or keep my 3.5 throughout my spring, summer, and winter semester. I don't know how well summer is gonna go because it's more accelerated than my classes already are. Make a video essay. About what? I have no clue. It's
I mean,
so hard to come up
how
with
many,
something.
how many did you make this year?
I have made one singular video essay this year. I made
Oh,
3 videos, but I made one singular video essay.
oh,
So,
yeah.
not doing too hot in that department. Go to the gym 3 to 4 times a week, get those gains in, look like Naruto, look like a literal Greek god, which it's not gonna happen. Yeah,
You can. You don't weigh that much.
it's true. I mean, my only thing is like, how the fuck? Like, I have to go so much to get muscle definition. Like, I would have to really try.
Yeah, you'd have to like build yourself up.
I'd have to
Like
start
you'd have to like,
bulking.
yeah, you have to like get uh get mass and then like cut it to look like that.
Ugh, God, bulking, gross. Um, and then I would like to read at least like one book a month, and write essay, or not write essays, but like, I guess like me essays, writing write book reviews, like, book reports.
You want to add a third channel? Jesus Christ.
No, no. I'll just do it on my main channel. Like, just, be like a short, haha, this book was okay. I don't know.
This book was okay. Okay, going next.
I would like to do that. Part of me, like, wants to like force myself to write more, which I think would help in some way, shape, or form with making more videos. Don't know
Yeah,
why.
I mean, like, because you write out, like, spoiler alert, you write out all the videos before you do them, right?
Yeah, like I write
Yeah, so
the entire scripts before I even start anything. So it would definitely help in some way, shape, or form just to get back into writing. But ugh. Ugh. The thing is like, that's the number one thing I struggle with when making videos is writing the script. Just because I get so stuck in my head of being like, would this even like sound good? Like, does this sound right? Does
I
this make
couldn't do that.
sense? Like the thesis, like does my point make sense? Stuff like that. Like it's just frustrating.
Yeah, I enjoy, like, I couldn't do that. I enjoy this more where like we obviously come together and say like, okay, what are we going to talk about beforehand? But we don't tell each other what we're gonna say. We just kind of get on here and whatever comes up comes up.
Maybe I'll do that with like the book reviews, like have general points and stuff like that, but then just like sit down and be like blah 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 blah
Yeah,
blah.
just free ball it.
Yeah. And then just
Because like
edit it.
if we like sat down and like thought about like, okay, like we're gonna talk about this subject and you're gonna say this and then I'm gonna say, I would know, I'd lose it. Like I can't do that. I'd be so nervous. Like
You can't do a presentation?
I can do a presentation, but like I don't like giving presentations. I am good at them from what I've been told by like professors and teachers. I'm good at giving them, but I hate doing them. And I feel like the reason I am good at them is because when I have to do them, I do the whole like stressing thing about it where like I'll like repeat it to myself 98 million times. So by the time I get up there and do it, it's like completely memorized and I'm just on autopilot. But no, I hate doing them because like I go through the same thing you do where I'm like, how is this gonna sound? And like, should I replace this word with this? And I just hate it.
Yeah.
I'd much rather just sit here and free ball.
Because everything else about making a video is like super easy to me. Just like, obviously it takes time, like just to make footage and make the video part of it and editing the audio and finding music. Like that stuff obviously takes time, but it's more like automated than just like shitting out an essay.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I think the book reviews would help, or even just like playing one game a month, that would help too. And then just like being like blah 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 blah. This game is okay, and then move on. I think that's
So
it.
you got yours?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
you
think
got
that's
yours?
really it.
We should do like a check-in. I don't know. In like
A
a couple
check-in
like a
to
couple
see.
months, like let's see if we're actually doing them, and then we can both be like, wow. Well, you might have, because I mean you went like 5 for 6. I went 1 for 3.
Yeah.
And not even really 1 for 3. I had to cheat the one in. That didn't really count.
I think you'll be able to do it this year.
I hope so. Speaking of, this is about to sound so bad. Speaking of years, you
How
wanted to
many
talk about
years?
uh what was it, the Steam like rap, like
Oh,
they do like a Spotify thing.
yeah, like it's steamed wrapped, but or Steam replay or whatever the fuck it's called. Because I'm gonna be honest, like I did not play that like much video games this year. Like
Oh
I
no,
did,
I
but
didn't
like
either.
not that much. Um, the games that I did play, like I mainly streamed. Also, I can hear my cat just like attacking something, and I don't know what it is, but it's fine.
It'll be alright.
Um, I didn't like. I don't know. Let's see. My most played game this year was Destiny 2, and I didn't even play it like that much. I had 34 sessions on it, but I played it a good amount in March, and then a semi amount in April, and then I stopped May and June, and then I went back and played more of it in July and in August, and then I stopped playing it again. So it was just like split in half, and I don't know. I I didn't even really like enjoy playing Destiny 2 because I was playing by myself. So like doing everything was just kind of boring. The other one that was pretty high was Stardew Valley, and I think I mainly played it in September. But I played it like May, June, July, August, and September, with the main one being September. But Stardew Valley is one of those games that I can always just go back to. So that makes sense. Like, just playing it over and over. And then the other one was Elden Ring, which I only really played Elden Ring in May. And that's it. Like, that was
See,
the
you
only
had
time.
mine's like so embarrassing. Uh, my top played game was PUBG Battlegrounds. Uh, I played it 28% of playtime and I had 31 sessions. And so you scroll down, you see, yeah, I played it 54% of that time was in January. And then I didn't touch it again until July. And then I played 2% in July. Then I played 41% in August. Didn't touch it again till October, and I played 3%. And I haven't touched it since August. Then my second one was Call of Duty, the Modern Warfare that just came out. So obviously I didn't play it till November because it came out,
Mm.
and then I played it 73% of the time, and then it severely dropped off this month with like 27 because I haven't touched it honestly that much.
Yeah.
I've been playing. I'm playing Walking Dead, Telltale. Love that game. Um, then the last one, no, it's the second. The next one is Arma 3. I played it in 1 month.
Yeah, we played it
I
like 1 month and that was it.
Yeah, we played it in July, and that is it. That is 100% of the time I played on Arma was in July of this year, and I have not touched it since. Then I had Weed Shop 3,
We chopped
which
3. I forgot
Weed
about
Shop,
that.
which I played solely in June. Yeah, I played it in June, and that's it. Then I had NASCAR Heat 4,
Okay.
which I played 2% in January, 36 in March, didn't touch it again until August, played 38 in August, and didn't touch it until November. And I played 23 in November, and that is it. So they stopped. When did they stop this? Because it was early December.
I don't
Yeah.
I don't know because you can actually see like the games you played by month.
Yeah, by month. Yeah, so they stopped it early December. I wish they would have included my Walking Dead hours. I've been grinding.
In January, I played PUBG, Life is Strange, and Lost Planet.
I
February
don't
was
know. I know
Life
what
is
one of those games are.
Strange. March was Destiny 2, The Outer Worlds, Phasmophobia, Dark Souls 3, Warframe, Haven, and Sexy Brutale. I forgot about that.
Is that some porn game?
No, it's a murder mystery game. Yes, I hear you, Mayhem. You're okay. You're fine. Yeah. Oh, I forgot about Vampire the Masquerade Blood Hunt. Played a good amount of that in May. Among Us, we played that in June.
I didn't play Among Us. Like,
Played a bunch of Baldur's Gate in July.
you can definitely I wish people could see my graph, but like if you look at my graph, you can definitely tell which months I'm in school because the bar graph is so low. Like February, April, May, September, October are all almost like 0%.
I played a bunch of Civ in December. Forgot about that.
Oh yeah, we did play like I don't know how many Civ games. Jesus Christ. But no, this is it. Like I find it in like these like wrapped things. I find it cool, but I mean everyone's just copying Spotify
Yeah.
and like a lot of like this one's cool, I guess, because like it's not important information, but like if you play
I think
video games,
it's
it's kind of cool
yeah.
to look at.
I think it's
But
more
like
comprehensive than like the Spotify Wrapped.
yeah, because I mean it breaks it down by like month and like what percentage like with the actual games. Like Spotify just tells you what were your top artists, your top genres, your top songs, and that was it. To me, it's more comprehensive, but like I've seen some versions of like a Wrapped that are just awful. Like so many people are like copying Spotify. It's just I don't know. Leave it to Spotify, man. Well, Steam one's fine, but everyone else go away. Like
Do you want to talk about your Spotify Wrap?
I don't even know if I have like the information still. I mean, I can tell you who my top artist was. I just know that off dome.
Was it Michael Jackson this year or was it T-Pain?
It was T-Pain. Like it's been T-Pain the last like 3 years. Yeah, I was. My top artist was T-Pain. I spent 7,372 minutes listening to him, and I was in the top 0.001%.
Oh, yep. This is the third year in a row that John Bellion has been my top artist. You spent 4,194 minutes together. You were in the top
God damn.
0.05% of John Bellion listeners this year.
You said 4,000, and I said, God damn, like it was a lot. Like I don't have 7,000 in T-Pain. I'm just gonna be quiet. Like,
That's fucked up.
like I completely disregarded that I said 7,000. Like,
It was John Bellion, Frank Ocean, Doja Cat, Mac Miller, and JID.
see, I'm gonna get flamed for my top 5.
Why, is Kanye one of them?
No, Kanye's not. Hold on, I gotta call.
Was it? I'm sure it
Sorry
was
about that.
T-Pain, Michael Jackson.
Yeah, it was T-Pain, Michael Jackson, Drake, Chris Brown, and then Kevin Gates.
Really?
I can
Gates?
I can explain. Yeah, so I was getting flamed. Oh, everyone flames you for the Chris Brown one because Chris Brown, has his past or whatever. Chris Brown makes good music. I kind of separate the artist from the artist. I don't endorse.
Artist, yeah.
Yeah, the art from the artist. I don't endorse anything he does. He's not a good human being. He makes good music though. Like I can't help it. But the the Kevin Gates one, he has one album that I found. Like there was one day, or no, it was back a few months ago. Remember, I was like doing all those like album reviews like in the Discord. I was just listening to albums at the gym.
Yeah.
I did one of his albums, and he has an album. It was like in 2018 or 2019. That's like it's just full of like good gym music. Like for me, when I'm at the gym, the music I like to listen to is like gangster rap essentially, like music about like selling drugs and all that stuff. And he had like that album was entirely that music. So I was just like, I'm adding this whole album to my playlist. And every time I'm in the gym, I at least play like 3 songs from that album. So it's just I go to the gym 5 times a week. So he gets 15 songs a week, like at least. So like,
Well, I think so. That's Spotify Wrapped.
and
There's nothing else. I was like, Steam. I don't use Apple Music or anything like that. You have or not Spotify. You have Snapchat that I know.
yeah, no, I'll pass on that. Like, no thanks. I don't need to see any of that.
I don't even use Snapchat anymore. It's been years since I've opened that up. Do you want to talk about Mr. Chad?
I would fucking love to talk about how Mr. Andrew Tate is or he's not in jail. He got arrested. He got arrested by the Romanian police for what was the exact thing?
It was human trafficking investigation.
Yeah, it was a human trafficking investigation. They were doing like a probe where they believe they have enough like evidence to correlate him and his brother to like a human trafficking ring. Which like there was a rumor about that anyway. So like I'm not too terribly surprised. And he's also just a piece of shit. Like if you've watched like any video or interview he's been in, he's just an asshole. Like all he does.
Yeah, he's just a piece of shit.
He's just very misogynistic. Honestly, just go to jail. Like innocent until proven guilty, but he probably did it. Like the way he talks about women, he probably did it. Did you see how they caught him?
Yeah, they saw like the pizza box.
Yeah,
and they're like, we know that chain.
Yeah, he made a video. It was like apparently him and Greta Thunberg, the climate activist girl, they've been like going back and forth, and he made a response video, and in the video he has 2 pizza boxes on the table, and the chain of pizza, like you can see the logo, and that chain is exclusively in Romania. So it gave the Romanian police enough information to know he was in the country to arrest him. Like,
it's so fucking stupid. Also, I like how I typed in Google Andrew Tate and it has like top 3 articles. The first one says Andrew Tate detained in Romania over human trafficking case. The next one says misogynist influencer Andrew Tate reportedly arrested in Romania for rape. And then the next one is Romania detains ex-kickboxer Andrew Tate in human trafficking case. So
Yeah, the misogynist one kind of wraps it all up. Like, he's just not a good friend. I've never liked him, even when he was like super popular.
No, he's always just been a fucking piece of shit. Let's see. It says Romanian officials said 4 suspects were arrested Thursday on allegations of organized crime, human trafficking, and rape.
Throw his ass in jail. Throw his ass in jail and lock away the key. Honestly, like, I don't want to see another Andrew Tate video, please.
I was gonna say, I don't give a fuck. Put him away. I don't care. He's one of those people where it's like, oh, something bad happened to him. That
like,
sucks.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. Like.
So the alleged crime was kept at least 6 women captive in houses surrounding Bucharest, where they were sexually assaulted and forced to produce pornography for social media under threats of violence. That's fucked.
That is terrible, but I mean, it sounds like Andrew Tate. It's just like the way he talks about women. It adds up.
There were 4 people arrested, but they know for a fact that Tate was one of them because he was obviously photographed being taken away by the police.
There's a video you can see. Like, there's a video on Twitter that was like being broadcasted on like some Romanian TV show where you can see him getting walked out.
The brothers are accused of luring women to lavish villas using what the Romanian officials called the lover boy method, in which they stuck up a relationship over social media before convincing the women to come to Romania to pursue a romantic relationship. That's so funny that they have like a specific word for it, the lover boy method. Instead, they would allegedly keep women in a small studio where they were forced to work as pornographic models for OnlyFans.
Jesus Christ, man. Like...
The scheme unraveled when one American woman managed to send her location to her boyfriend, who then alerted the U.S. Embassy that she was being held at the brother's home without her consent. She was found there. She was one of the victims that was found in there. Adding insult to injury, Tate's sad attempt to clap back at Thornburg on Thursday may have accidentally led the police to his front door. In a video in which he smoked a cigar and tried to brush off the online spat, he unwittingly displayed a pizza box from a local pizza chain, alerting authorities looking for him to his presence in the country.
Good job, dumbass.
Fucking idiot.
Good lord.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, I don't give a fuck. Just throw him in prison.
I don't give a shit. Like,
Yeah.
I really don't. I just want to talk about it just because it's a dub, honestly. It's a win. It's a win for society. Go to jail, man.
Ugh. Alright. Anything else you would like to talk about on our lovely New Year's thing?
No, I mean, just the classic, hope everyone has had a great holiday season. Hope everyone has a great New Year's. Follow us on Twitter. Claudio put it on the screen. Follow us on Pornhub, OnlyFans, all the usuals. But yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, have a happy New Year's, and hopefully 2023 goes well for all of us.
See y'all next year. Ha! I want to kill myself.
Okay. Okay, bye!